We have an early season collision of teams ranked in the top 25, both with a chance to come up with a quality win and really build toward an excellent season today.
And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners.
For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
Will kick this away to start us off. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. They'll test the right side here. Breaks into the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
And in first down, right back to the running game. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. He's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. As the first down is still going. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Looks right for a quick completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
And the Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The ball is free inside the 5. And the offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. He has first down yardage at the 46.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White and their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a man down the middle. Touchdown, Sooners. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First and 10, looking to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. You bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. Now it's going to bring a third down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Sun Devils churn out another first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense will make the stop at what will probably be the final play of this open quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Terrell. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but that's enough to set them up first down at the 15.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, ASU.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returning from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown, Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? First down. They're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out with the 32. The Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gets the first and still running. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. Running back has it on the screen now. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So after the momentum shifts, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Extra point splits the uprights. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. That is broken up and incomplete.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Drive stays alive with that first down completion.
The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the ground, it's Garrett. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by this defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They finally make the tackle. A solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Play action here on first down. Pressure is coming. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Sooners. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
The defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. Soccer with a strong tackle there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, he throws it back. And it's incomplete. You don't see an elite defensive back drop a would-be pick like that very often.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen?
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. It's a shotgun run call. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit.
The kick is no good.
And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead.
They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. That's good for a first down near the 40. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Sun Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again. Looking to throw yet again.
It's a short completion to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
It's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down after that short completion. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And the Sun Devils with first and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And throwing again on second and 10. Catch made, looking for the goal line. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That's how you finish a play.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Oklahoma, to put them on top now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Arizona State offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
Looking to scramble.
He bought some time, now lets it go.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Now it's second down here. The shotgun drops back looking for an open man.
He makes the grab.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Garrett.
Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
The Sun Devils looking to run some tempo here.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, it's incomplete pass here on this RPO, and typically you see these RPOs thrown quickly. Make the read, process, ball out, get the ball to the playmakers and let them do their thing. I guess if there's a silver lining, at least there wasn't an illegal man downfield.
Third and very long, looking to throw.
Oh, he makes the catch.
And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Sun Devils line up with a 1st and goal. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Snags a quick throw. Touchdown, Arizona State. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Get some space around the 30. Now here he goes. They get him down, but a big gain over the 42.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here comes a handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. Fourth down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Here we go.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
Great job by this defense against the screen. Quarterback's trying to bait this defense. Seemed to me he was underestimating the speed of that pass rush. Good job of bringing him down for that sack.
Important yardage needed on third down here. A field goal try would be from 52. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. That puts them back on top.
Well, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Pass caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Sun Devils looking to keep this drive rolling. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Breaks an open space. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Leaning on the run game here late. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. He hands it off from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. The Sooners will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fair catch made at the 35. First play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. And someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Wants to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go.
He's looking deep here. Very nearly intercepted. That would have been it. They got one final chance here on 4th down.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
So here we go. Down 1 score. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kurt, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.